What is going on, people of the internet? It's episode 10. Glad you're here. For those of you that are watching, my name is Ryan Baggott. I am the creator of Tap the Table, as well as your host of the ChatBot Podcast. And it's true, we're on episode number 10. Cannot believe that. Seems like just yesterday we started this fun thing we call the ChatBotPodcast.com. We've got some viewers. Feel free to leave your questions, your comments, your concerns. I'll get to you, I promise. We've got some fun things to talk about today, starting with what are we talking about at the end of the show, which is the free gift. I'm going to give everyone a free gift today. It will be the gift that keeps on giving in the best way possible. It's literally the coolest thing you can do with social media. That's at the end. In essence, though, it's start the conversation with your customer automatically. That never ends. That always leads to a conversion, baby. That means a sale. That means a sign up, an appointment, whatever it is, the thing that you're doing. And that's at the end. So we're going to have something special. If you don't know what a drip campaign is, you are in for a treat, my friend. So I do have a question for everyone who is a entrepreneur or a business owner, someone trying to do something of importance on social media. And that question is, why? Number one, do you have a website in 2020? What is the purpose of your website? Why do you have it? Some websites are extremely expensive these days, in my opinion. Some websites are stupid cheap. And I say stupid because it's dumb to spend the money, the $20 on a thing because it doesn't work anyway. So leave your answers in the comments, and I will try my very, very best to give you a shout out, answer any questions, like I said. But here's the first question, and don't be shy. I'm here to help. Why do you have a website? To me, the answer is to be found. You have a website because people are searching, you hope, for the product or service that you're offering. That's why you have a website. You have a website to be found. Number one, kind of in that same realm of being found, you want people to know who you are or who your business is, what you're about, what you're selling. So awareness. They're searching for a thing. The thing that they're searching for, maybe you are that thing. Maybe your business falls into the category or a subcategory of that thing. So therefore, you can make a sale, make a connection there. But it's really search. Websites are for search. The other side of the internet, as we've talked about in a couple episodes, is social, right? With social, the user, the client, the customer of yours is not necessarily searching for anything except they're searching for photos of grandma and baby niece and dogs and fun things, guys. That's what social media is for. And these days, social media is for, I guess, showing that you've watched a news station once or twice to show that you have an opinion in politics these days. But really, social media is for enjoyment for the most part, guys. It's for being social. It's for sharing things with friends and family. That said, while an individual is on social media looking for pictures of their girlfriend or boyfriend or posting pictures of grandma and cookouts and stuff, right? Every now and then, every few seconds, every scroll, you're going to see an ad. And sometimes, those marketers, they're evil. Sometimes you're going to see an ad and it's going to be a thing that you're into. It's going to be a thing that you like. For example, got a good friend of mine, old roommate of mine, Sean Wood, from Hilton Head Island. From Hilton Head. You won't find many cats from Hilton Head Island. They all move here like I did. But this guy, outdoorsman type, he's a kayak dude for one of the larger activity companies on Hilton Head. He's an avid skateboarder. And so, unlike myself, who you'll never, ever see on a skateboard, there might be a couple pictures from way back in the day when I tried to live that skateboarder life. I'm not going to get hit with any ads from a skateboard company ever. It's the last thing I'll get hit with. And you know what? To me personally, and I'm a little biased, I am in marketing, I think that makes my Facebook or social media experience a little bit better, that I'm not seeing skateboard ads because I'm not a skateboarder. And that goes for any sort of category you can think of. You can apply that idea all across the board. A friend of mine across the pond, I think he's over there in London, he commented on the last show when I was kind of hitting on this stuff. There are times you're going to watch Netflix, you're going to see a commercial. It's happened 100 times a month and you don't realize it probably. The best example is the tampon example. The tampon example, guys. Every time a company has sent out an advertisement that I've seen somehow or the other, whether it be Netflix or Hulu or somehow on the internet, I don't know. Every time I see a tampon commercial, that company has literally wasted a portion of their ad budget on my eyeballs. Because I promise you, I will never buy a tampon. It have to be in extreme circumstances in their commercial, which I don't even know the name of the company. Obviously, it doesn't apply to me. Doesn't do anything. Therefore, can we agree if I will never purchase the tampon, never purchase the product, can we agree that that company wasted their ad dollars, since in this case change, probably they have such a big budget, they wasted it on me. It's wasted ad dollars. Easily avoided in 2020, guys. There's this parameter that you can attach to your ads, and you can't do that on TV. You can't do that currently, at least, with Netflix. There's just not a good way to identify that. On social media, you totally can. And so I want to know why. Now, question number 2, why are you posting on social media? Okay, I think we nailed the first answer for the website. You want to be found. And once they found you, your potential customers, once they found you on the internet, you want to make it easy for them to buy the thing you're selling, make the appointment, come into the office, book the appointment, the service, whatever. That's why you have a website, to be found, so they can learn about you. Sure, branding, you can argue a little bit for sure. But then you want them to do the thing you want them to do. Convert. It's called the conversion, guys. If you hear me say that, that means a purchase, in essence, or a sign up. Social media. Why are you posting on social media? Why are you taking that time out of your day, making this post happen, or you're paying some person, you're paying the guru down the street. I was that guru for a long time, but I lost more money than I make because I care so much about the client's success. I can't say that same thing about most of these new people on the block. And I say new because I've been doing this, guys. If you know me, I've been doing this for 10 years. These new folks out here, these even old school marketing agencies that were great designing magazine covers, awesome, that great at charging you $25,000 to build a website you could have built on Squarespace, but they're not great at this. They're not great at social media. They're great at telling stories. Here's how many impressions you got. Oh, here's the best one. Here's how many clicks. Here's how many clicks you got, client. Now pay us $50,000 again this month. Come on, guys. Like it's Facebook. Literal billions of people are using this thing. You think an agency is going to be that much better at it than you? Business owner. You think that agency or that guru or even that employee really knows your business so much better than you that you're cool with them just dealing with it, or maybe you just don't care. If you don't care, that's a different conversation. What I'll say is social media is not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Here's the golden rule, take this to the bank. As soon as your post feels anything like an advertisement, fail, fail, fail. It has to, think of it as you need to blend in with the grandma post, man. If you can blend in with the timeline, but at the same time, be intriguing enough where that user stops, guess what happens? While they're looking for those photos of their friends and family, they see the thing that they happen to be interested in the realm of the thing you're selling. They stop and look, oh, what's this? It's not anyone I know here. What is this? I don't even follow this page. What is this? Oh, that's really cool. Man, skateboard, that's a brand new kind of skateboard, buying it. I'll never forget the conversation that Sean and I had, the roommate I spoke of when I got on that tangent just then. You know, he'll get hit with skateboard ads, he has in the past, and I won't. He got hit with one. I think it was from Sector 9, so shout out to Sector 9. When I wanted to be that skateboard guy and wanted to be cool, I purchased a very expensive Sector 9 skateboard and probably skated down the driveway. But it felt cool. Sean saw a Facebook post. It was an ad. And this was so long ago, guys, 7-8 years ago at least. Maybe 6, I don't know. But he told me about this post. And I was like, oh, really? You saw this post? There's a whole bunch of comments. Great. And they commented back to you, you're saying. He was hype, guys. I mean, again, Sector 9 is a bigger brand. It's bigger than your neighborhood, one location skateboard shop, I guess, in general, if they're not a franchise. And so it was a big deal when he was of, maybe call it 1,000 comments back then. It used to be a lot easier. 1,000 comments. He was one of them. They replied to him. His comment was something silly or something, basic, like, oh, sweet board. And they commented, shout out to that community manager or community management team, been on that side of the things many times, reached out and was like, hey, dude, thanks for the comment. Ride safe. That left an impact on him. I don't think he's ever bought, correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, if you're watching this, I don't think he's ever bought a different brand other than Sector 9 because of that connection. So that's the other side of how powerful social media really is. But the point I'm driving home is Google is there for people to search for a thing and find your thing. Social media is there for you to connect with an audience that's interested in what you buy or what you sell. They become aware. That's why their ads are so effective, and it's the most effective. I can't think of any other form of advertising that could be more effective than social media. Now, I don't consider, in essence, really Google to be in the same form of awareness advertising. Their search is totally different, guys. Search, social, separate the two. They're both important. Some, again, more important than others. But in general, guys, to get to the point here, you're posting on social media to build brand awareness, number one, I hope. Build brand awareness. Brand. Literally, I'm gonna do a whole brand episode one day, and I'm gonna make a point to say the word like 1,000 times, if anything, just to have that video. Like I've said brand 1,000 times. No, I'm just kidding, but it is so important. Your brand is everything. You can fail at so much, but if you fail at brand, you're going to fail for sure in the long term. Short-term success is nothing. Short-term success means absolutely zero, guys. It's all about the long game. Brand is the only thing that can come close to guaranteeing the long game. So brand's number one. Number two, sell your product or service. You're a restaurant. You have food to sell. How do people know about your food? Right? They become aware of it. They know you sell ribs, but they weren't thinking about ribs this specific Tuesday until right around lunchtime. That beautiful plate of ribs slides across that screen while the user's looking at pictures of their old boyfriend or old girlfriend, sees and they liked it and they unliked it, and they're about to leave a comment, but they stopped and they scrolled past it. Oh, boom, ribs. Oh, I'm hungry. Right? That's how it works. Now, the idea is, because I've made hundreds of posts like this myself, hundreds, guys. I'm not talking out of my butt here, man. I know I've done this. I've lived this life. So the goal of the marketer is to, all right, we're going to hit the customer right when they're hungry. We're going to have the most awesome food photo of ribs you've ever seen. And we're going to make it so easy to have them order online on our website, because that's why we have the website, remember? To sell the thing. If they're already aware, they know they're a past customer, but they just weren't thinking about me today. So to fix that, social media is here. Google can't fix that. There's very little way that on a random weekday, Google's going to come in the clutch when someone's hungry and they're not searching for food to buy that day, that second. Social media, on the other hand, can totally come in handy for that, especially how you can really tell Facebook what to do with your ad dollars, meaning only show my ad for lunch Facebook, only show it from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. during the weekday, and don't show it any other time. Great. Your photo of your ribs are only going to appear on people's news feeds at that specific time. They're becoming aware, ooh, those ribs look great. I want to buy them. Do I have time to go sit down at lunch? Maybe. I do, thankfully. Not everyone has that luxury, so the other option is pick up or delivery. So the hope at this point is you would be able to just send them right onto your website. They place the order. It's all good. It's surprising how so many restaurants don't have online ordering. And it is really easy to achieve that ability these days. I think personally, and you know, I played softball at a lot of these restaurant owners all year long, because it's been a heck of a year, man. It's been tough. But at this point, after literally speaking to over 100 restaurant owners this year, well over 100, I can tell you it baffles me at how stubborn some can be and be lazy. Just because you can sweep your restaurant all day long, you're doing something all day, you're sweeping all day as a restaurant owner, that does not mean you're being an efficient boss or business owner. There's a lot more important things you can be doing than sweeping. Okay? Become a business owner and understand, again, long game. And that's, again, like I just saw the other day in Coligny Beach, a really prominent restaurant dude who's supposed to be super smart and super backed with money. This guy, I've never really been a fan, but his place closed. And you know what? It's probably not because he's not talented. He's just probably not a great business person, to be honest with you. He had a great location. You probably just didn't have a list, didn't know how to market, didn't believe in social media. He's one of those guys that would probably say social media doesn't work for my business. He's probably one of those guys that's never spent $1 on an ad, and that's probably why he's got nothing as far as social media assets go. And we can all see how far digital is pushing right now. I mean, you got to play it smart. So on social media, if you're selling a product, can we agree? I think we've agreed on most things, right, so far tonight, I hope. If you don't agree, please let me know, and we'll have a super nice discussion about it. And maybe I'll learn something. Maybe you will. But can we agree if the point of social media posting is to sell your product or service, we should make it as easy as possible for that to happen? The point of this whole deal right here. It's the point of Pat the Table. It's the whole point, guys. Sure, maybe you're awesome at life and business, and you can purchase the thing you need on your website. Your customers can. But if you're posting about it on social media, at this point, they've become aware. They're looking at the photos of their friends and family. Ooh, that looks great. They've become aware. Maybe they engage with it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they click on your link to go to Uber Eats or your website. Maybe they don't. But you're kind of asking a lot, right? You're asking that. Listen, I know you're with your friends and family right now on social media, but listen, here's a plate of ribs. They look great. You're hungry. It's the right time. Buy it. So then they're like, all right, you got me. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go pick it up, bring it home, or bring it to work and eat it for lunch. But then they go to your website and your website's crappy or it's slow. Barrier. On to the next one. Now they're getting pizza. Or they go to Uber Eats, but man, Uber Eats, they'll show that thing that you want them to show, but they also have other things. They're going to show you other restaurants. And what if, by golly, what if your competitor who also sells ribs has a better rib photo than you? Their ribs look way better and they're $2 cheaper. Golly, and it's closer. I know where I'm going for lunch now. That's the worst. And it can happen really often on search. You're searching for your thing. Instead, someone else's thing pops up and it looks better or faster or easier or quicker. They just get that thing instead. But they were buying your thing. You spent money to make them aware. You spent money on the guru to get your social or your ranking up, right? But then when they go to search, your competitor has a Google ad, you don't, and it's the top link. They click that one instead of yours. Happens all the time. You can't do anything. You can do stuff about it, but it's hard, man. You have to know what's going on. You have to be ready. Therefore, if we make it easy as possible, the chances of you making that sale increase big time, right? You're advertising on Facebook, the thing that you sell, why not just sell it there, right? I mean, obviously you can't take a credit card number over the comment section, but you know where you can? Tap the table, right in that DM, baby. Everything's secure. Everything's all good. Everything is just done for you. You don't have to do anything except make the money and then obviously deliver on your product or service. So I think it's time at this point to take into consideration this question. This question is important. Is it time to fire your marketing agency? Is it time to fire that guru who was just so great in the beginning, but then kind of just sucked at the end? Is it time to fire him? I think the answer, I'm sorry guys, especially to those fake gurus out there who keep on looking at my Instagram stories and Facebook stories and don't want to say anything, and they ask this company I'm working with this thing and that thing. You guys especially, I know you're scared. You should be scared, guys. You know what I'm saying? If you're worried right now and you're a guru, if you're worried, is Ryan talking about me? The answer is totally yes. Totally yes. You're basically being fired as we speak because this platform here totally does your job and it does it better than you. Sorry. I know that's a tough statement to hear. I know that's kind of like harsh, but man, I'll tell you what, it is infuriating as a professional in a field to have to not only battle the typical battles we would have to deal with, call it the algorithm, call it increasing price of ads, decreasing reach and impressions delivered by the platform, whatever. It sucks to have to also battle your competition who's not better than you by any means, but could totally call it BS better than you. And now they've done that to a client. And now that client is much more skeptical in marketing because you burned them. You got all this money from this course. You got all this money from this program. Man, business owners, let me tell you something. This is an extremely simple, it's a super simple concept to understand, okay? It's the number one reason why Facebook ads are effective. So anyone trying to sell you on this stuff, remember this thing. Take it to the bank. The table told you this, Ryan. Baggott told you this. The more social media assistance costs you, the harder it is to make up for said money. Meaning, if Ryan charged you $2,500 a month to do some things for you, whatever the scope of the work was, we agreed on it. You felt like, man, that is a great deal. A little bit of money, but that's a great deal for what I'm getting. Great. That might be true. It's a great financial deal when you break it down line item by line item, for sure. Here's the thing, guys. Do you want to feel good or make money? Because if you spend money, you spend that $2,500, you must make it back. Otherwise, It's a financially negative investment. You're losing money. So you spend the $2,500, you have to make it back. Then you have to be profitable, and it's up to you how profitable you want to be to determine what is a success. But the more money someone charges you, the harder it is for that person, that agency, that guru. It's harder for them to make that money back and then make you more money. That's why I'm on this kick to tell you, stop spending that money on that agency. Stop. Don't. I know it's scary. You're used to it. You don't like change, and you like Fred, and you like Sarah. They're nice people, and I like them too. They're great. Let me tell you something. We're not in business to make friends, guys. We're in business to make money, and the way to make money is to cut losses and optimize your profits and optimize your revenue. So to do this, if you're scared, take a full chunk that you can define away from said agency. Give it to no person. Don't even give it at the table. I don't care. What I want you to do is take that money, dump it into the ads instead. Because these Facebook posts, these Instagram posts, these social media published posts that you're doing, you're actually looking at the likes and the comments and this stuff. That is your vehicle. That's your car. If your car has no gas, it goes nowhere. If your Facebook post does not have money behind it, no one sees it. Same exact concept. Same thing. You could have the best video, the best photograph, the best thing ever posted by the best creative agency. But if no one sees that thing, it is pointless. So then ask yourself, well, does it make more sense to spend $5,000 on this video and have $100, $200, maybe $500 to spend on ads? Or if I had $5,000 to spend on the ad, is it better to tell the same story with this guy, this thing right here? Yo, here's the story. I'm going to say the same script as we agreed upon in the video that would have been $5,000. Instead, spend the $5,000 on ads, and I promise you, man, you will be amazed at your results, because Facebook and Instagram and these platforms are so good at what they do. They're far better than any of us guru guys, gals, agencies. Without Facebook, Tap the Table doesn't exist. Listen, these guys are smart, man. They have the network. That's the power. But what I'm telling you is, instead of relying on the agency that's charging you so much money that you're not seeing a return on, unless you can see it in the financials, and kudos to that agency if that exists. I don't think it does. Kudos to the agency or the guru out there. There might be some real gurus out there, but you're not going to know their names. You will never know their names. The real ones, you won't know them, because they're hidden away. They're happy with what they have, and they're doing their thing, and their clients are too. All these folks out here that they got all these millions of views and they're doing this and they're doing that. I think I just have to call BS on these guys, and we'll prove it. Show the numbers. Tap the Table shows the numbers every second of the day. I can promise you it's easy to make $200 back on this thing. It's not easy to make $2,000 back off of a thing, because, again, gas money, guys. Gas money. If you're wasting it elsewhere, you ain't got it. If you wasted all your money on the chrome rims and don't have gas to go in your car, then all you have is a post with a bunch of likes and a bunch of comments. Pat yourself on the back if that's what you want. Great, don't call me. But if you want results, Tap the Table's got that. So I think we've answered why we have a website, why we have social media. And I'll tell you what, guys, you got to really think about the rest of the year. Only a couple months left. Is your money wisely spent going forward with what you've got going on? If you don't know the answer to that, I'll tell you what, guys, I just don't know. I think that it's sad how many business owners are just truly wasting their time and their money. They're not getting any results. They're making other people rich. I mean, it's filthy. I could be very careful with who and what I mention to not totally cause a ruckus. But I'll tell you what, guys, I have more faith in people than sometimes I should, maybe, because I think that people in general know if they're getting ripped off. I think they know. And I think some people look past it because of X or Y or Z. I don't ever look past that stuff. If I think I'm getting ripped off, I'd cut it off, man. I'm just that way. And it's sad because truthfully, in this world of digital marketing, specifically digital marketing, there's so much jargon, there's so much noise, there's so many potential excuses as to why this was or wasn't successful, regardless of the bottom line. And I just think that's crap. Here's a great thing to do. Take a top financial analyst person, a revenue director, a revenue manager would be great. And then take a social media agency director, put them in the same room and ask them the same questions about business in general. You're going to get wildly different answers because the majority of time they will be focusing and hyper focused on different avenues. Revenue guys focus on the dollar, social person, social guy, social gal focus on the brand. Now, I love brand. Brand is important. It's the most important thing. Your brand is the most important thing. On record saying that your brand is the most important thing. But what sucks is that these agencies and these gurus and these fake people, swindling people, these thieves, are saying, "Oh, you didn't make all the sales here. You didn't get any clicks to buy the thing, but it's all about brand and you got this and that." That is crap, guys. Crap. That's crap. You thought it was crap. Your gut told you it was crap. It's crap. Coming from that, I've seen that side of things. I've wanted to bring those reports because they're easy to do, but it's crap. You've got to start showing dollars and cents or it won't make sense. Now, the other thing that you can prove to show success is called the KPI. What does that mean? My buddy Spencer Callentine, he won't be watching this. He's not this nerded out like I am. He's a LinkedIn nerd, and he's been doing all this stuff on LinkedIn. And I think that's what one of the things he posted, like a Salesforce thing. What does KPI mean? KPI is a key performance indicator. So if you define beforehand with your system or your person, whatever you're doing to market, or yourself even. I forgot about that piece. So many of you should be doing this, but if you're marketing for yourself, great. I applaud you. Continue to do that as long as you can. You have to determine what are indicators that show success or failure. If you define those, you're on the right track. One of the easy ones, how many new people do I have in my contact list? In my, what's my favorite word? Database. How many new people did I get in my database today? Last week, last month? And what am I going to do with those people in my database? It's one thing to have a ton of people collected into a Excel sheet or something, a Google sheet or a table database, something like that. It's another thing to actually communicate with them. And that, my friends, leads us to the end of this episode and to your gift. Yes, because this is the 10th episode, I promise you a free gift. I don't ever want to be thought of as someone that does not just totally blow it out of the water when it comes to gift giving. So what I'm going to do is now show you exactly how this thing works, okay? So I'm going to actually start sharing my screen. Let me open up Tab the Table on this other screen that I have here, and we'll share it, and we'll see what's going on over here. So, where are we at? Let's go to, you know what we can do? Let's go to the ChatBot Podcast. Tap the table, how about that? Oh, that's another one. Fantastic, love hearing that. 1 second. And here we go. Hope you guys have had a great weekend, by the way. It's been great for me. All right, here we go. Let's use this. All right, let's share the screen here. All right. So share. Bam. Share. All right, cool. Now you see, bam, let's see. Don't mess this up, Ryan. You've done so well so far. We're going to take the caption away, and what we're going to do is perfect. So you can see me, and you can see the dashboard. There's just a test page here. And what I'm going to show you is, number one, the easiest, most effective funnel, the fastest funnel you'll ever see. We're in a tap the table dashboard here on a test page. We're in the marketing section here, as you can see. All right, and what we want to do here is we're going to go to the funnel builder, for example. We're going to add a funnel, and we're going to call this live demo. Continue. And what we're going to do with this funnel, guys, is we are going to collect a user's phone number for text message marketing purposes. Then we're going to subscribe that person to receive ongoing messages from us. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit the Get Data button, and we're simply going to say, just for the demo purpose, please confirm your phone number. Now, there's lots of things we could do before that. We could add some GIFs, some images, some videos, some delays, whatever we wanted to do. But in this case, I'm just going to show you how it works. We're going to click to edit, hit email, and change it to phone. Save. Now, what this is going to do is a lot of things at once, behind the scenes, all automatically, which is why Tap the Table is so easy. We're asking this person for their phone number. We are opting them in to receive messages from us. And then lastly, we're going to say thanks. So literally, it is impossible. It doesn't exist. If it exists, someone tag them, tag me, share the link with it, because I've done my research, guys. This thing doesn't exist. You cannot, with social media, achieve collecting so much information with two with two little chat bubbles here. You just can't do it. There's so much advanced code going on in the background with what I just showed you. There's a lot of things happening. All great things for you and your customer. You're going to love all of the things. But literally 2 clicks, boop, boop. Confirm your phone number. Make sure we're asking for the phone number. Say thanks. We're going to publish that. Great. Now we've asked the user for their phone number, and everything is awesome. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is test it. So we click here to make sure that everything works as it should. And so it says, please confirm your phone number, my phone number. Let me pop this out of the way. Let's move this over here. As you can see, my phone number appears. We tap it. Great. Thanks. Now, what did that just do? That collected my phone number. How do I know? I'm going to go to my customer list. I'm going to search for Ryan. What do we got? There's my phone number. Easy. Now let's do the same thing for email, just really, really quick. We're going to go back into our marketing tab, funnel builder. I'm going to call this one live demo get email. And again, 2 steps. You're going to say get data. Please confirm your email. And then we'll just say thanks. Publish. Preview, and literally that's it. It's so easy. We are going to get the message in our Facebook Messenger after we hit preview, which is great. And just like that, we're gonna get the thing we need. Now, what I want to show you next, okay, is how we can get someone to opt in, to subscribe, and then send them additional messages in the future. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make an SMS drip campaign. So SMS send number 1. Copy that for later. And what I'm going to do here, we're going to be advanced. We're going to go to advanced funnels, because what we want is to start off with a text message. So I'm going to Make sure that SMS is my starting step. It's very important. And I always like to remind the user who I am. So in this case, we're in test page, but this will be tap the table for the example. And we'll just say, thanks again for stopping by our restaurant yesterday. We'd love a review on Yelp.com. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. And where do you see Yelp.com and the dots? That's where you put your link just for example, guys. So publish, great. So we're going to go back to the marketing section and we see send message number 1 is there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save myself a lot of time. I'm going to duplicate this message. So now we have a copy and I'm going to call this one, I'm going to say deal alert. Because you are a TTT VIP, provide value, guys, provide value, you'll win. I'm going to send them a plain message that says, show this screen to the cashier, and you'll get an instant discount. Great. And that's all I'm going to do, and publish. Perfect. So now I've got 2 messages. Let's do one more really quick, and we're going to duplicate this one. I could rename these, obviously. I should rename those, but for the sake of this video, because we're almost done, we're going to leave this copy. And I'm going to edit this again. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to say, please rate your last experience with us, and you'll get a whopping 25% off discount emailed to you. And you better believe, if I don't already have the email, this is my ticket to get the email. So now I hit publish. So now I've got 3 text messages I just made, 3 of them. And we can imagine if I have some other funnels here, I'm already texting them anyways because they've opted in, they've gave me their number, they want the thing that I sell. Now here's the gift, guys. We've gotten this point. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the marketing section here, and we're going to go into drip campaigns. We're going to add a campaign, and we're going to say new text message sub. All of you that aren't hip, sub means subscriber. And so what this screen looks totally blank, right? Intentional, less is more. What we're going to do is we're going to hit them with a message. And it's send message number 1. Bam! Already ready for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to send this message 1 day after a certain time. Then we're going to get them with a second message, guys, and this one's going to be days. We're going to hit them 3 days afterwards. And then finally, we'll send them the 3rd message that we've set up, and this one's going to be days. This one's going to be a full 10 days after this first contact. Save. Bam! So we've got our new text sub drip campaign already set up. That's what, 10 seconds? Awesome. We got to make it work now. So the last step to this equation is great. We're going to use a QR code like you've never used a QR code before, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to rock. Marketing funnel builder. You've never, ever, ever, you've never seen a QR code do this, I promise you. So we're going to say this is going to be called, you ready for it? Gangsta QR code. If you're not having fun in life, guys, you are doing it wrong, my friends. This is the Gangsta QR code, what we're about to make right now. And so it's so easy. So easy. We're going to go be advanced funnels, and we're going to just simply ask a question. The most simple question you could ever ask one of your customers. Hey there. Oh, we don't want to do it in all caps though, because that's like hashtag boomer, hashtag stop yelling at me. We're going to say, hey there, which is like the thing I start off all my little messages with. First name. And then we're going to keep it 2020, so we got to have a little emoji, you know what I'm saying? Bam, wave. Hey there, first name. Do you want, I've got to start with that capital. Do you want 50% off or a free gift? Fun. 50% off or a free gift. This should be interesting. I'll bet the click-through rate will be out of this world, guys. Conversational marketing is so much fun. Give me 50% off. Boom. Exclamation point. Now, let's do this. Free gift instead. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to start using data by segmenting our audience and then deploying a drip campaign. It literally cannot. It can't, guys. I've looked at almost every major platform out there. It doesn't, and it cannot get easier than this, because I think of this in a way not as a normal developer would think of. I don't consider myself a developer. I have the best developers, but I consider myself as a simpleton, a logic-minded, common sense person. And for me, the thing that you don't want to do is this all day. I want to do this all day. You don't want to build nothing. What you want to do is run your business and make money. So time is very important. And so what I've done is thought in a way, deliver the objective in the least clicks as possible in the easiest way for the end user, your customer, right? So it cannot get easier than this. If it can, please show me, because I'll make mine better. It right now just cannot get easier until I can start reading your mind and you can just think and then it happens on your screen. Then it'll be better. I'm not there yet. Maybe next year. So what we're going to do here for the people that want 50% off, we're just going to hit them with a real quick message and be like, cool. Didn't expect that, but I'll send a 50% coupon over your way as long as you really don't want the free thing. I'm really into this demo, man. Like, could have just like said the word test. That's what the real app developers would have wrote. They would have just typed test. I just had a whole conversation that's not going to do anything or mean anything except to me because it's fun. And on this side, for like 99% of everyone except this weirdo that like only wanted 50% off, they're going to get hit with another message, but something special is going to happen first, right? So here's the message block. But before we type anything, we are going to add an action. That action is going to be what? Subscribe to Drip Campaign. Subscribe to the one that we just made, the new text message sub. So we're going to say, awesome, your free gift will be sent within 24 hours. And then just because I want to be fancy with this one as well. Bam. And then lastly, I'm going to hit him with another tag. And this is for personal knowledge. And you can tag things all day. Like one client I spoke with a couple days ago, it's Sunday right now. They had like over 100 tags and like 2 funnels. I was like, how is this possible? And their funnels are huge, but really cool idea. I like to know things about my customers, because if I want to send a special offer to someone that's totally into a specific kind of chocolate I sell, I want to make sure they get that on their birthday, for example. So the tag here is just going to be so I know what's going on. Subscribed to First Drip. So now that person, they were subscribed to the drip campaign that we created a minute ago. They got the awesome message, and then they got the tag, subscribe to the drip. And we're going to publish that bad boy. And you know what? That is about as easy as it could possibly be. Let's preview it here. We're almost done, guys. It's been fun. So now it's saying to me, hey there, Ryan, do you want 50% off or a free gift? I want the free gift instead, man. I don't want 50% off, dude. I want the free thing. So awesome. Your free gift will be set. Now, let's go back to our customers tab. I'm already pulled up here. As you can see, there are no tags, but you do see my number. What I'm going to do is refresh it. Boom. There you will see the tag has been added. Subscribed to the first drip, which means from this moment in time at 10:23, time for me to go to bed. What this means is when we're looking back at the marketing section at our funnel builder, at our funnel builder is the thing I go to the most. At our drip campaigns, we can see that this new text message subscribe has 3 messages. Those 3 messages is going to start literally 24 hours from this moment in time. So I'll get a text message that says the thing that send message number 1 does, that says, then 3 days from that message, from this time today, I'll get the next one. And then 10 days after, I'll get the next one. So in essence, what we have achieved, and I think it is extremely cool, extremely nerdy, but more importantly and most effective is this thing's going to work. You don't have to do anything. I've got a big surprise coming up for you guys in the next couple days. Definitely by the end of the week, if everything works out, to enable you to get started on a path to success even faster than Tap the Table allows. But it's really exciting what I've got coming up. If you have not already subscribed to my little live videos and you'd like that information, be sure to do that. You can also DM me or comment something, and I'll always get back with you the best as I can. But what I've got coming is big, and you're going to love it. It's going to just rocket launch your success in your digital. Again, remember the first few questions we talked about. If you don't know, if this crap's even making you money, then why are you doing it? So you got to do it. I really want to say thank you all so much, especially to those that especially where I live, my local friends here. It's really cool to have people from all over the world watch this, even if it's a smaller number. We don't have millions of views here. 100 views is awesome to me, especially when it's 100 people that could be using this tool to better themselves and better their businesses and better their clients. Thank you guys all from around the world for watching, but mostly to my local friends who are business owners or entrepreneurs, and I have a lot of those friends, luckily, and realtors. They're really the real ballers around here. They're real balling around here. But thank y'all so much for the support. It means a lot that you can repeat some of the things that I say in some of these episodes. It's really cool to go places. I was there. I was actually on Defusky Island last weekend. Saw some people that I knew and a few people there that I didn't know, and then some guy, really nice dude. I forget the guy's name, unfortunately. He said, "Oh, you're the guy that does all the food videos." I was like, "Huh, food videos?" And I was thinking, like, back in the day when I shot videos for restaurants. He goes, "Yeah, you have that podcast thing, man. I watch it." And he quoted something I said, and I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind. And then another friend of a friend saw me at the Nickel Pumpers gas station getting gas, and he saw something that I was doing. "Are you going to get the Chick-fil-A today, Ryan?" Oh man, that made my day. That people do watch some of these things to learn. It's surprising to me how many people don't reach out, even though everyone's so accessible these days. Literally, there's no excuse to not be able to get a hold of someone these days. You can find them if you try hard enough, 9 times out of 10. So I encourage people, and I helped 2 people today, I think. I tried at least. Chip from across the pond. Dude's super smart. He's got a big thing going on. I love this stuff. If you have had a job before that you just didn't want to ever leave to go home, for example, I love my home. I do it from home. It's great. But if you've ever had experience, then you know what I'm talking about. It is real. Like, I used to think that's so cliche. Do the thing you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's such cliche crap, right? But it is so true. Like, it's 10:30 at night on a Sunday. I gotta get up early in the morning, finish Tristan's video and a couple other things for Gyrotrack. Gyrotrack had a big week this week. It could be playing video games or something. I guess is what people my age still do. or go to the restaurants, and I guess it might be closed now. It's so late. I don't know. 10:30 is late now. Instead, I'm hanging out with you guys, just trying to help. Like, I will take this to the bank. I will never, ever, ever charge a guru course. I'll never charge for this knowledge, man. I tell everyone everything I know. That's the difference between me and those guys that I'm calling out all the time. I'll tell you everything I know. And I know that I can tell you, and you still won't do it. A lot of you, some of you will, and you're going to succeed, and it's awesome. I tell people this too. It's funny. Everyone can do what I do, because all I'm doing, guys, typing on a keyboard, got a camera in my hand, hit record. Everyone can do that. I cannot do what you guys do. I can't be a chef. I don't know how to cook anything. I can't be a pilot. I don't know how to fly. Can't sell a house. Barely live in my own. Just kidding. But you see my point. Like, you can learn this stuff. It will take you a long time. A very long time to become a very effective digital marketer. That said, we're the nerds over here on my side. So, we're always fixing problems. And the problem that I fix puts people like me right out of business, because you don't need people like me anymore. You can do it all yourself. The person that you don't trust with your social media, because you don't know if they're going to do a good job of this or that and respond to the comments and do the messages and blah, blah, blah. We take care of all that. You don't have an unlimited budget for ad money to get to Facebook all day long. Don't worry about it. Again, I've said this every episode. You just need to spend the ad money once to get them into your automation, into TTT. You never spend that money again on that person unless you want to, because you can go direct. Send them a drip campaign. That's what you now have. I hope you guys love that. It's literally the way you can start a conversation with your customers that never ends, that always leads to a conversion. Take it to the bank. It's why you're doing the things you're doing on the internet. Solved. Done. Do something else with your time. Be more effective. Start a new business. Leave the marketing stuff that's at the table, man. It's a machine. Guys, thank you so much. 10 episodes in. It is so much fun to me. People say all the time, right? You really have fun. This is fun. If I was retired, I truly believe I would try to be doing the same thing with you guys, trying to help people. Even if I didn't have to make the small money I try to get from these guys, man. It's so much fun to see ideas translate into dollars, even if they're not my dollars. This is my video games, guys. I got an Xbox or a PlayStation, one of those things downstairs. Used to play all the time when I was much younger, maybe much cooler back then. Not as cool now. Used to be, but this is my video games, and you guys are who I'm. You're the person on the other side of the Xbox to me right now. So thank you for joining me. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night or a great morning, depending on where you are watching this from, and have an awesome week. Thanks for watching. Peace.